Hello everyone, I'm Julie Adams, VP of Product Management here at Sage Intacct. In this video, I will cover 2019 Release 3 highlights. At Sage Intacct, our product investments are aligned around our mission, which is your success. Our goal is to enable our customers to transform the way they think and work by delivering product innovations across three major themes. Deep cross-industry functionality ensures you have a solution that is optimized to support your unique business needs. 2019 Release 3 highlights include contract processing tools that significantly reduce time for subscription businesses to implement contracts and onboard new acquisitions, enhancements to how contracts with projects work together to abide by ASC 606 timing rules with automated revenue recognition, and the introduction of Project Standard Task Catalog that simplifies project setup. Global operational scale enhancements streamline and automate core business processes to support your company as it grows. This release includes streamlined bank feeds and reconciliation capabilities to increase insight into cash and save time in the close. Enhancements that streamline budget creation with quality data in just a few clicks. And dynamic allocation for assets and liabilities to gain earlier visibility into performance. We've also continued to enhance our best-in-class cloud platform with expanded reporting capabilities, usability improvements, and more performance and scale investments. Now let's go into more detail on the highlights of this release. Transitioning to ASC 606 is a non-trivial endeavor. Critical business and accounting decisions need to be finalized to drive how the Intacct Contracts module is configured. Clean data is not always readily available and can be very challenging to gather and prepare. Loading and managing the data, especially contracts that are in flight or active, in a way that establishes a solid accounting baseline from which to report, bill, and recognize revenue going forward, is complicated and prone to errors. To manage this inherently complicated process, we're providing contract processing tools in 2019 Release 3. These tools enable you to import contracts that hit the subledger for reporting and insight. Balances are set separately to enable billing and revenue recognition going forward. If during reconciliation you notice a change is needed, no problem. Easily unwind process activity, fix your mistake, and reprocess the data. Contract processing tools accelerates time to value for subscription businesses. Customers can more easily reconcile and manage change with a repeatable process when adjustments are needed. This results in faster implementations and onboarding of new acquisitions. With Sage Intacct's Contracts and Projects modules, you can estimate projects, defer revenue, and then bill and recognize revenue as the project progresses. With this release, you can now include project or task-based revenue recognition in an MEA allocation on contracts and automate MEA adjustments based on project and task-based completion activity. Project-based revenue recognition with MEA support enables subscription-based businesses that also manage projects to abide by ASC 606 timing rules with automated revenue recognition that eliminates the need for error-prone manual calculations. With 2019 Release 3, we are introducing the Standard Task Catalog. You can set up template tasks with dimension value defaults in the Standard Task Catalog. When managing projects, you can then select one or more standard tasks from the catalog to create project tasks en masse with appropriate dimension value defaults copied from the standard task. The Standard Task Catalog enables efficiencies that speed up project setup and facilitates consistency of task usage across projects. 2019 Release 3 includes enhancements that streamline the bank reconciliation process. We now support bank feeds for over 10,000 banks. Simply configure bank accounts in Intacct to automatically and securely download bank transactions into the system. As bank transactions are created in Intacct, we've improved capabilities to auto-match them to existing Intacct transactions. For those bank transactions where the Intacct transaction does not yet exist, we've streamlined the creation of new Intacct transactions to match to those incoming transactions. For example, if you see a bank deposit transaction, you can easily create a new Intacct receive payment transaction and match it to the bank deposit transaction. By streamlining the bank reconciliation process with enhanced bank feeds and improved matching, you can gain daily insight into cash and save time in the close. We've delivered several enhancements to our budgeting and planning module to streamline the creation of budgets to match your process. You can define your budget structure by account or incorporate multiple dimensions through an easy-to-use drag-and-drop interface. You can also easily populate budgets based on actuals in previous budgets, and then keep those budgets updated by updating budget lines with Intacct data, including percent increase and rounding. These enhancements enable you to build customized budgets with quality data in just a few clicks. Dynamic allocations enables automation of periodic allocations. Users set up multiple allocation definitions that include criteria to identify source transactions that need to be allocated. You then specify basis or method to calculate allocations and define the target book to record allocated amounts. After setup, you can automate the generation of result journal entries that split and/or shift amounts from source to target based on allocation definitions. In this release, we've expanded dynamic allocations to support allocation of asset and liability activity. This enables you to now apply allocations to accruals, prepaids, deferred revenue, and investments. With dynamic allocations, you save time, reduce errors, and gain earlier visibility into performance. We continuously enhance our reporting capabilities with every release. 2019 Release 3 includes a new pre-built balance by dimension report, as well as interactive custom report writer filter flexibility enhancements. The new balance by dimension report provides a summary of aggregated balances by dimension in one view. You specify which dimensions to include in the report layout, as well as filter by dimensions and dimension groups. Interactive Custom Report Writer has been enhanced with more filter flexibility. You can now filter interactive custom reports with custom reporting periods by specifying start and end dates as runtime prompts. We've also added support for dimension group runtime filters and enabled dashboard dimension filters to control the output of interactive custom reports that you place on the dashboard. Continuous improvements to our reporting capabilities enables you to gain greater insight into your business faster. 2019 Release 3 includes more usability enhancements to minimize clicks and streamline data entry. In order entry and purchasing, you can set up transaction screens to auto-restrict contact dropdowns based on the selected vendor. We've also introduced hover menu navigation. With hover menu navigations, users can simply hover instead of clicking on the application menu to see the submenu. Users can set a preference to use the interaction they prefer. We've covered the highlights of 2019 Release 3. But there are many more enhancements in this release. We've delivered deep cross-industry functionality, added capabilities that enable global operational scale, and continued to strengthen our best-in-class cloud platform. 2019 Release 3 is arriving August 23rd. You can learn more about all these features in the release notes. To access release notes and watch more release videos, log into Sage Intacct and go to the home page or go to Help What's New. Thank you for watching.